because this is why it's so crucially important. I know this is an objection one, but we have to have nurture systems staying on top of mind for all of our patients, because this is a very common thing and people don't even realize that's why they're losing their past patients and they're not coming back. Is they end up with a new condition or same condition, they go to their doctor because that's what they've always done, and then since the doctor either doesn't know that you exist or the doctor now has someone in house, they then refer them to someone else. So it's not even new people that are never seeing you, they're actually taking your people that already were a patient. And so you have to stay top of mind. Hey, what's up, my Rehab CEOs? So this is Dr. Joey Allbritton with Rehab CEOs. We're helping hundreds of clinics fix their sales issues. So today's, we're actually going to be going over kind of the frame that we get when doctor says, my doctor wants me to see another physical therapist and or theirs, because I know this is a common one. This is typically going to come up a lot more the more marketing you do, because it's kind of unrealistic a lot of times if the doctor said, go to this person, that they're then going to call you. So this is a very common one where either we're doing Facebook ads and they just happen to get them between the time when the doctor said they need to do that and before they actually scheduled. Or this is when we did like a past patient reactivation with text and email to check in to see how people were. And then they actually had a residual issue and they've talked to the doctor, because this is why it's so crucially important. I know this is an objection one, but we have to have nurture systems staying on top of mind for all of our patients, because this is a very common thing and people don't even realize that's why they're losing their past patients and they're not coming back. Is they end up with a new condition or same condition, they go to their doctor because that's what they've always done, and then since the doctor either doesn't know that you exist or the doctor now has someone in house, they then refer them to someone else. So it's not even new people that are never seeing you, they're actually taking your people that already were a patient. And so we have to stay top of mind. And so there's really only kind of two kind of tones this could be coming from. It could be realistically 90% of people are going to be more of a neutral tone. And so it's really just based on their authority's opinion. So the doctor's opinion, they think they need to do that. So there's not really malintention. It's more of an innocent frame. And they just thought that that's what they had to do because the doctor says it. There, of course, is the 10% where it's they had a bad experience with you and we need to get that addressed. And so we kind of need to figure that out, but we got to make sure that we don't take it offensively either way and understand which they kind of fall into. So that way we kind of have a better idea there. And so this will be something to kind of look at. Is their current belief is the doctor is sending them to a physical therapy clinic, usually a physician's clinic, or somewhere that they have a better referral relationship with. So we're having to overcome a very, very high level of authority because that's their doctor. And the average public in most cases does give more weight to a actual physician than a doctor of physical therapy. And so we have to overcome that, which is typically a little bit one of your ones that are harder, but it's not hard if we have a way to actually diffuse it a little bit more. And so the first thing we have to ask is, did he or she specifically say not to go here? Or did they just more so recommend physical therapy? And so that's more so kind of what we need to figure out. It's did they say us? Don't go there because they suck? Or they said, go to this specific location, because they're going to tell you there. And it's hey, I completely understand. You'd be surprised how often that happens. It's actually pretty normal. Most physicians are unaware that we already have a relationship. So I'm assuming you'd prefer to actually come and see us for physical therapy since we already have a relationship. Is that correct? And so what I did there is you say, one, they're unaware, so they didn't have any malintention. It wasn't, they think we suck. And you said we have a relationship. So it already kind of starts to build that a little bit more and makes them realize, oh yeah, we do. They do understand my stuff. They have seen us for a while. But you say, I'm assuming. So it makes it to where it's almost what we call a assumed close. I'm assuming you'd prefer this, because if you didn't say I'm assuming, you'd more so just be you'd rather come to us, right? And it kind of sounds like I don't love it, but it's I'm assuming you're wanting to actually come with us because we do actually have a relationship already. Is that correct? And so it's an implied, it would be really odd if you didn't want to. And so it's okay, perfect. So here's what we'll do. We'll schedule you an appointment. I'll call your doctor so we can make sure we get the referral. And that way we can go ahead and start the plan of care. And then if we need to, realistically, we can coordinate with your doctor to make sure that all works. And then we can kind of go from there. Does that sound fair? Cool. Awesome. Does today or tomorrow work better for you? And so that way it makes it a lot easier. You kind of just assume they're oh, well, I guess that does make sense. Oh, they're actually going to handle all the stuff for me. So I don't even have to call the doctor to let them know. Awesome. So you're implying, one, you have no work. that you have to do as a patient. Two, you're essentially saying, I'm going to get the stamp of approval for your doctor because if your doctor didn't want you to come to me, he would let you know. And so they're just like, cool, this is easy. I have to call one less person, because you have to kind of remember that like finances are not typically the thing that's preventing someone from moving forward. It's time and or lack of certainty. And so you just kind of assumed a lot of that certainty there. You gave them the stamp of approval for the doctor, and you bought back their time because now they don't have to get and call someone else. And so that's how you would overcome this one. And then of course you're just going to go straight into scheduling. And then that would allow you to overcome this. My doctor wants me to see another physical therapist. And if that's something that's been helpful for you, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you have any other ones where you're like, hey, this one's really been kicking my butt, make sure you comment below so we can add it to our list so we can help you out. And I'll see you on the next one.